You still let your emotions run the show? No wonder you're always 3 steps behind. While you're busy caring and doubting, Ayanokoji is already controlling everything silently. That weakness, you don't even see it, but everyone else does. If you're brave enough to face why you keep losing, watch till the end. Most won't. The weak always look away. Attachment is a leash. You think it makes life worth living. You think love and friendship give you purpose. But what you're actually describing is dependency. Every person you care about is a vulnerability, someone smarter than you can exploit. Ayanokoji understood this before he understood language. While you were learning to bond, he was learning to survive without bonds. Your relationships aren't chosen. They're accidents of proximity and circumstance. You didn't select your friends based on strategic value. You accumulated them because they were nearby, because they made you feel something, because you were lonely. That's not connection. That's desperation dressed up as authenticity. Ayanokoji doesn't form relationships. He constructs alliances. Every person in his orbit serves a function. When that function expires, so does the relationship. There's no sentimentality. No nostalgia. No guilt about discarding people who've outlived their usefulness. That's not cruelty. That's clarity. You think you're smart because you can solve problems or pass tests. But intelligence without detachment is just sophisticated anxiety. You're always worried about what people think. Always calculating how your actions will affect your relationships. Always compromising your objectives to maintain social harmony. That's not intelligence. That's imprisonment with extra steps. The moment you care about someone, you've given them power over you. They can hurt you now, disappoint you, abandon you, betray you. Every attachment is a potential wound waiting to happen. Ayanokoji eliminated those wounds by eliminating the capacity to be wounded. He's not invulnerable because he's strong. He's invulnerable because he's removed every target. Don't scroll away thinking this is just edgy nihilism. This is the operational framework of people who actually win. And you're still losing because you haven't accepted it yet. Your attachments make you predictable. When someone you love is threatened, you react. When someone you care about asks for help, you comply. When someone you trust betrays you, you break. These aren't personality traits. They're exploitable patterns. Ayanokoji has none of these patterns. He's a blank slate that reflects back whatever image benefits him most. Most people think manipulation requires deception, but the highest form of manipulation is complete honesty, delivered through the lens of zero emotional investment. Ayanokoji can tell you exactly what he's doing and why, and you still can't counter it because he doesn't care if you know. Your knowledge is irrelevant when he has no emotional stakes in the outcome. You measure your worth by how many people care about you, how many friends you have, how deep your connections run. But Ayanokoji measures his worth by how little he needs anyone, by how efficiently he can operate in complete isolation, by how thoroughly he's insulated himself from the chaos of human emotion. If you're still watching, like this video, because most people have already left. They felt the discomfort of recognizing their own weakness and fled. You're still here. That means something. Attachment creates obligation. Obligation creates constraint. Constraint limits options. Limited options mean predictable behavior. Predictable behavior means you're exploitable. Ayanokoji broke this chain at the first link. He never formed attachments, so he never developed obligations. So he operates without constraint, so his options remain unlimited. So his behavior stays unpredictable, so he remains unexploitable. You think this sounds lonely. You think he's missing out on the richness of human connection. But what you're calling richness, he's identified as noise. What you're calling connection, he's recognized as dependency. What you're calling love, he's categorized as chemical reactions that cloud judgment and compromise strategic thinking. The truth is that most of your relationships exist because you're afraid of being alone, not because those relationships add genuine value to your life. You've surrounded yourself with people who make you feel less empty, but you're still empty. You've just outsourced the responsibility of filling that void to others. Ayanokoji accepted the void and built his empire inside it. Every time you make a decision, your attachments are voting. Should I take this job? What would my parents think? Should I pursue this goal? What would my friends say? Should I end this relationship? But I've invested so much time. Your attachments aren't supporting you. They're governing you. And you've convinced yourself this is normal. Ayanokoji makes decisions based on pure calculation. No committee of emotional stakeholders weighing in. No guilt about past investments. No fear of disappointing people who claim to care about him. Just cold assessment of costs, benefits, and optimal outcomes. This is what actual autonomy looks like, and it looks nothing like your life. Comment "I'm ready" when you understand that every person you're attached to is a chain you've chosen to wear. You've been taught that emotional intelligence means understanding and managing emotions. But Ayanokoji discovered that true emotional intelligence means understanding emotions well enough to know their liabilities. He doesn't manage his emotions. He deleted the entire system. You're trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. He removed the brake entirely. The people you love will eventually hurt you. Not because they're malicious, but because proximity plus time equals inevitable conflict. Ayanokoji bypassed this entirely by never allowing proximity to evolve into attachment. He can be near people without being connected to them. He can interact without bonding. He can simulate relationship without experiencing it. This is the zero attachment strategy. Not isolation, not antisocial behavior, but the systematic decoupling of interaction from emotional investment. He can work with you, laugh with you, help you accomplish goals, all without ever actually caring whether you succeed or fail. The interaction serves his purpose. Your outcome is irrelevant. You think you're being authentic when you care about people, but authenticity without strategic value is just unoptimized behavior. Ayanokoji is authentic about his inauthenticity. He knows he doesn't care. He knows he's using people. He knows relationships are temporary instruments. And that clarity gives him an advantage you'll never match while you're still pretending your attachments are strengths. The price of zero attachment is obvious. Ayanokoji will never experience genuine love. He'll never have the comfort of being truly known by another person. He'll never feel the warmth of unconditional acceptance. These aren't things he sacrificed. They're things he evaluated and determined weren't worth the strategic cost. You think he's missing out. He thinks you're trapped. You think connection is what makes life meaningful. He thinks meaning is what weak people use to cope with the absence of power. You think he's wrong. He doesn't think about you at all. The final paradox. Attachment is supposed to make you stronger through support and connection. But Ayanokoji proved that attachment actually makes you weaker by introducing dependencies and vulnerabilities. The strongest position is complete self-reliance. The most powerful state is needing absolutely nothing from anyone. You admire Ayanokoji from a distance. You watch him operate and wish you could think like him. But you're not willing to pay the price. You want the results without the sacrifice. You want the power without the isolation. You want the clarity without the emptiness. That's not how this works. You can stay human if you want. Just know what you're choosing to remain.